now tuned in to the cold, hard truth. Cayman's #1 hard-hitting live podcast show, where we feature some straightforward conversations on political, social, and celebrity news and all things happening in the Cayman Islands and around the world. This show was created to give the people a voice and a means of being involved and informed without any filters. Sometimes it gets crazy, but we always keep it real. We bring you the tea, piping hot, so grab your favorite beverage and join the conversation via WhatsApp at 324-1612. Email tips@CaymanMarlRoad.com. Now, here's your host, Sandy Hill, broadcasting live from the beautiful Cayman Islands.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I bet you thought I was going to say Monday. Ha ha. I know exactly what day it is. Sometimes that public holiday completely throws us off, but not today. I'm up early. I'm on it. Let's get it. What are you guys up to? Good morning. We are here to talk about a few things, including, I know you guys are all here for this one. This ghetto fabulous lifestyle that people are killing themselves to try to maintain, and God only knows why, because they still don't look cute. But anyway, we're going to talk about it because it is ever so interesting. Let me just tell you, thieves everywhere, literally. What a sad day when we have to sit here and talk about thieves. But you know what? We're going to make them celebrities. They want to be celebrities, so we're going to give it to them. That's not a problem. That was popping off this weekend. But before we get into all of the salacious details of that, let me just check in and see how y'all doing. Good morning to Miss Jackie. Jackie is the first one out of the barn this morning, followed in close succession by Marshall, same time on the clock. Irvlyn, not to be outdone, 1 minute later. Good morning, Irvlyn. She said she's hoping that everyone had a restful day yesterday. Well, not so much so. I mean, you know how it is when you get that extra day, you manage to fill it with lots and lots of things to do. So no, it was not restful. Last night, I was so tired. I mean, literally, I was just like falling into bed. But you know what? Ever so thankful. Yeah. So I went to the I keep calling it the pet sanctuary, but my daughter says, no, mommy, it's not the pet sanctuary. It's the parrot sanctuary. So a couple of her friends were supposed to meet them there, but that didn't happen because mommy had to work earlier in the day. I had to go see some clients. So we ended up going a little bit later, and she had a fabulous time, let me tell you. She loves animals and she loves holding snakes and all the stuff that I run in the opposite direction from. She's into it. So good morning to Evelyn. She said I left her restless yesterday, no show. I was gonna do a show, and then I got up and I started cooking. So I was like, let me just fix some breakfast. And before you know it, it's like 9:30 and the show would have been over. Good morning to Felicia. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Sherry Ann. Yeah, so I don't mind doing a show on holiday Mondays. Actually, I quite like it because I feel like what else are people going to do early in the morning? But yesterday just was like, family time, me time, breakfast time. So yes, quite a few people have been calling me about coming on the show. They've got all sorts of juicy things they'd like to share with us. And I want to talk about that a little bit later on because I always feel like I need to forewarn you guys about coming on the program. Because yes, come on here, air your dirty laundry, but know that once it's aired, you can't take it back. Daphne, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Miss Ruth and Susan, Miss Donna is here. Beautiful Tuesday indeed. She says to have a great week to everyone. Damaris is here from New York, watching from work. Thank you, Damaris. Pauline, I need to know if government employees, apparently some government employees, have been blocked on our system. I keep saying from last week we were going to look into this a bit more, but all we know is that some are blocked and some are not, which is really, really weird. But we're going to put the story up later because I feel like if we put the story up, it will be rectified. Olivia, good morning to Sarah, Miss Morna, Dion, Jennifer, Elizabeth. Everybody's here this morning. Good morning, Miss Sanya. How are you? Oh, Miss Sanya's got a birthday. Yes. Beautiful. Happy birthday. Is it today or which day is it? Jasara is here. Miss Alice. Roderick is here for the tea. He's like, good morning, everybody. Benji is here for it. Benji's like, I want some tea, piping hot. Yes, Sophia, thank you so much. Oscar, hey, I've not seen you in a minute. Oscar, I need to actually book an appointment with your department at the hospital. So give me a link, give me a call so that I can get that done. I was there the other day and I meant to walk over and do it, but I don't think you guys were open yet. Or you were just opening and there's still too many people there. So I thought, I'll come back. And I haven't been back yet. Yes. Honduras? Oscar, what are you doing in Honduras? Wait a minute. Is that the other Oscar? Hold on now. Might be another Oscar. I'm thinking of the Oscar that is at the HSA. Is this another Oscar? All right. If you're the wrong Oscar, totally ignore that message. Obviously, you cannot make me an appointment from the HSA. And from Honduras, I should say. Leanne, Mr. Woodrow Walton, thank you so much. Tuning in from Tampa. Woodrow, did you know that that's my old stomping grounds? Yes, I grew up in Tampa. 15 years. I love Tampa. A lot has changed, though, since I've left, I must admit. But, it's just so many wonderful memories from Tampa. Everything from Ybor City to, oh my gosh, like the USF area, which has changed a lot. I mean, USF area is totally different. I think now they call it Suitcase City or something. The last time I went, I was like, Suitcase City, what is that? It's not as nice as it used to be. It's kind of a little bit, run down. And then I heard people talking about prostitution and stuff over on the Tampa side by the university. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Wow. The world just never stays the same. Louis, good morning. Joining us from Detroit. Charm says that we are trending. Thank you so much. Mr. Cecil is here. Says if it wasn't for your show, there'd be some insane people on this island. Well, Mr. Cecil, I bet there are already insane people on this island, but hopefully we do help just a little bit. Yes, that's my Oscar. What are you doing in Honduras, Oscar? Are you on vacation? I had to look it up. I was like, let me double check that photo. Oh, he is in Honduras, in Guanaja. Wow, you look like you're having a fabulous time. Okay, well, enjoy. I'm looking at your Facebook page. Looks very nice. When are you back? Atlas, good morning. What are we sipping on today? Well, we got some hot tea. We're about to jump into it. Good morning, Miss Sue. Yes, come on back to us, Oscar. Jamelia confirms that he's on vacation. Mess with him. Oh, Mr. Woodrow, Chamberlain Chiefs. Did you know I was a chief myself? I went to Chamberlain High School. Did you go to Chamberlain High School? What a small world. Yes, I did. I was a Chamberlain chief, and then I went to USF, which we were the Bulls. So yes, I loved Chamberlain at the time. Yeah, this whole Suitcase City, that's all new to me because the last time I went, I was like, wow, Tampa's changed a lot. Like, I feel like I want to go back sooner rather than later, but Lord knows with the whole COVID situation, I don't know when that's going to be. Everton is listening from New York. Thank you, Senor Everton. Oh, Oscar's taking a long vacation. Wow. Good morning, Miss Rose. Oh, you went to Robinson High School. Okay. Robinson High School. I don't know where that one is, actually. I remember Chamberlain and who else? What else? What was our rival high schools back in the day? I don't even know. But yes, I went to Chamberlain High, and it was a good school. It's a pretty good school. And then, yes, I decided to stay right in Tampa and go to USF. A lot of friends were going all over the place. University of Tampa, some people went there. UT is a private university, so cha-ching. Coins. Oh, by the Air Force Base. Okay. All right, South Tampa, yes. So, man, sometimes I really do miss Tampa. Like sometimes I think, will I ever move back? But then there's so much. Hillsborough High School. Yes, that was right. Yeah, so sometimes I think about it. Like I wouldn't mind having a home in Tampa, And then there's New Tampa, which is when I was there, New Tampa was nothing but bush. Like literally. We used to drive out there. I'm going to tell you this little story and then we're going to get into the weekend topics. But yes, when I was in university, I learned how to drive a stick shift pretty much on my own. There was this guy who had one. He's I'll never forget him. We called him Al because his name was so nobody could pronounce that. So he was like, just call me Al. And I said, you know what? That's perfect. He's from the United Arab Emirates. And I always will remember him because he used to wear these pants that were a little bit too, how shall we say? They came up a little bit too high. They kind of made him look like an old man. But Al decided to come to the United States of America from United Arab Emirates, for like a year worth of study. I don't know if he was in an exchange program, but anyway. I was what they call a resident assistant on the international floor. So I was responsible for all the students on my side. And then I had a partner who was on the other side. So floor number 13, lucky 13, we got the international students. This was called Fontana Hall. Now, as far as I know, Fontana Hall, let me see if I can even find anything on it, is now a retirement home or something. They demolished it? What? Oh my God, you are kidding me. They demolished it in 2012. I didn't know that. No way. Oh my gosh. Housing complex to replace tower. Oh wow, they actually tore it down and built a new one. I never knew that. Oh my God. Wow, there's a whole YouTube video here from September of 2012 of them demolishing it. That is so crazy. Well, there you go. I'm starting to like feel really old right now. Demolition dorm tower, USF, University, Fletcher Avenue. Wow, they took the whole thing down. They sure did. 13 stories tall. Yeah. And I was on floor 13. I totally remember this. So anyway, I didn't know. I knew that they had replaced it. I knew that it was now like a retirement home or something like that, or something else. But I didn't think that it was demolished. That's so crazy. So Woodrow says yes. New Tampa's gotten really big and busy now, and its own new world. Yeah. So back in the day, I tell you what, it wasn't all that. So I was learning how to drive a stick shift, and here's Al. He shows up with a nice fancy, oh God, what did he have? Toyota Celica, nice red stick shift and all, right? So I was like, oh man, I want to learn how to drive a stick shift. That was always like, everybody should learn how to drive a stick shift in life. And so he said to me, oh, I'll give you lessons. And I thought, okay, great. Al just came from United Emirates. I don't know what he had up his sleeve back at home, but his father, he said to me, was actually a minister of religion. And I don't know what kind of religion, because I wasn't really going that deep. But let's just put it this way. The first lesson, he was like trying to touch my leg as I'm driving a stick shift. And I was like, no. This isn't going to work out, Al. That's not what we're here for. Like, he literally came after speaking to me once on the phone, because he called to inquire about the facility. And I said, oh, yes, this and this and this, and call back Monday, because we work like shifts. So some of us had to do like desk shifts. So this was like 3:00 in the morning when he was calling. And nobody wanted to work Friday nights because everybody wanted to get partying. But you know me, I didn't have much of a party life. So I was like, yeah, all right. I always got stuck with that Friday night shift. But it was kind of a great shift to be on, because you saw so much of the shenanigans. And Fontana Hall was a private dorm. And so, it was one of the ways that I survived in university. It was my job. And so in exchange, I got free room and board. So I got, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I got a free room. So it was how I helped to pay for college. So yeah, I was Al shows up bearing gifts. I'm like, no, I can't take your gifts. And then he has this nice fancy car. And I was like, I wouldn't mind learning how to drive a stick shift, however. So he's like, oh, I'll teach you. Next thing I know, he's like touching my knee. I'm like, hello, that's one hand that shouldn't be there. So anyway, and I had a boyfriend at the time, my first boyfriend. You guys remember, my Sri Lankan boyfriend. I said to Al, this ain't going to work out, but if you don't mind, I'll still take the car. And he was like, okay. The things that you did, right, in university, I'm thinking, who let somebody who doesn't even know how to really drive a stick shift? I mean, he had showed me what to do, but I didn't know how to learn. You're not going to be grinding some gears. He's like, sure, go ahead. He just came loaded with all kind of money. And I'll never forget this one. He had a Colombian girlfriend. He found a girlfriend really fast. And boy, that must have been a hot situation, because one day we got in the elevator, and I was like, so Al, when are you leaving? Because he was only there for a year. So this was a number of months over. And she burst into tears in the elevator, like legit tears. I was like, what the hell? Why are you crying? Oh God, he's gonna leave me. I was like, well, girl, are you serious? Now, this is just a fling. Whatever the two of you have going on here, this is not true love. Al is here for a year to sow his royal oats, if he has any, And then he's expected to go back and fit right back into his community, where he's probably going to marry a nice little Muslim girl. And that's it. So anyway, he allowed me to borrow his car. So what I would do is in the wee hours of the morning, like really, really late when there's nobody on the roadways, I would take his car and go practice on the roadway. And I would take my boyfriend with me for safety and whatever. And then we both learned how to drive a stick on Al's car. And it was fantastic because talking about New Tampa, back then, like that whole area was nothing. There were some roads in already, but that was it. There was nothing else out there. I mean, you'd be driving on these highways, like the roadways that were put in, but nothing but just bush, no homes, no nothing. And it was amazing to just be able to drive on them. You might see like one or two little cars, and that was it, because it wasn't like the busy kind of central hub of Tampa, but everything has shifted, as Woodrow said. You know, that whole area has shifted a bit. So yeah, those were the days. And boy, I was grinding me some stick, learning how to drive. But it's one of those skills that thank God I can jump into any car now, whether it's standard or automatic, and I'm on my way. I used to have a stick here in Cayman, but it's kind of a pain given the stop and go traffic. Like you're in second gear like the entire time, really. Atlas, yes, you know, we were supposed to have a regional show about 2 weeks ago, and then something popped up that day that derailed the topic. But it's going to be popping again, Atlas, and in fact, we may do it this week. So I've got my regional people on standby. It's just a matter of, you know, how busy they are this week. But yes, I'm so glad that you enjoy that program. Thank you for the feedback. Charlene says Tampa and Orlando, my favorite areas. I liked Orlando for shopping. It was too much of a touristy place for me. So you only went to Orlando to visit Disney and do all that stuff, all the Universal Studios and whatever, and shopping, because they have a lot of outlet malls in the Orlando area. Here, King, now he way up in the sus. We're gonna be talking about somebody else's sus this morning, King, not mine. Sarasota is nice too, but years ago it was mostly elderly retirees. Yeah, that's old folks, girl. It's like the further south you go, Sarasota, Key West, I felt like you kept getting older and older and older. Miami, I've never been really fond of Miami. Well, mixed now, says, well, wow, I gotta do a proper Florida trip, to be honest. Wasn't too crazy about Miami because, you know, yo hablo español. And Miami is very Cuban, like you feel like you're in a mini Cuba. And so, Miami was okay, but I didn't really grow up in Miami. So I always found Miami to be a bit, I was like, give me the GPS. Let me just go where I need to go. In fact, I only started going to Miami when I moved to Cayman, when I moved back, because it was just easy to jump on the plane and go to Miami because of all of the flights. The flight schedule is obviously easier getting to Miami. And for years, I didn't go to Tampa. I was just like so busy in and out of Miami. So, not crazy about Miami. It's a very different feel altogether. So good morning, Somerset Grant. Yes, thank you so much. Charlene says here too, Miami's definitely out for donkey years. Atlas says the cafe in Miami sneezed on my cheesecake. What cafe? This cafe in Miami sneezed my cheesecake. And when I asked them to give me a different one, they couldn't understand why. And I didn't speak Spanish. Ew. Ugh. My goodness. Even before COVID, that's disgusting. All right, King, let's get into it. So, as you guys know, we get all sorts of individuals living here in the Cayman Islands. We get the ghetto fabulous girls who want to live the big lifestyle and cannot afford it. Now, here's the thing. You know, I tell you guys all the time, Aunt Lottie's pearls of wisdom. She would tell you, if you can't afford it, don't steal it, don't buy it, and just be satisfied with what you have. She always said, listen, no one has to know what you have in life, right? You work hard. If you want to treat yourself to something, that's fine. But if you can't afford it, then you just can't afford it. Don't be trying to keep up with the Joneses. And this concept of keeping up with the Joneses will get us in trouble every single time, honestly. But some people, I feel like, Maria is joining us from Clay County, Florida. What part of Florida is Clay County? I've heard of it, but hold on now. Where exactly is that? Oh, you know what I miss about Florida? Like a lot of the fairs. Clay County is Orlando area, looks like Orange Park, outside of Gainesville, between Gainesville and St. Augustine. Okay. It's included in the Jacksonville Metropolitan Statistical Area. Okay, so Jacksonville. All right, I hear you. Nice. Welcome, Maria. Thank you for tuning in. So yes, people want to live this lifestyle that just isn't meant for them. And I don't really know why people are trying to live that lifestyle, but they do. And they do it in the most ridiculous way in terms of they're just going to make themselves a celebrity on CMR. Seriously. Well, we had two that tried it this weekend. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Nicola from NKY. Nikki, good morning to you. Nikki runs several businesses in the Cayman Islands. She works very hard for her coins. And it is so incredibly unfortunate that people try to take advantage of that. So they go in her store, and this isn't the first time. We've, dating back to 2018, we have been helping Nikki. Look at this one, bosoms galore. We have been helping Nikki since 2018 catch a thief. I feel like we need to have a program, CMR's version of To Catch a Thief, because y'all be thieving left, right, and center. I don't know what do you, but we're going to break it down this morning. I think it really is trying to keep up with a lifestyle you just cannot afford. Because who goes to Cayman Bay and tries to steal merchandise? A $450 handbag? First of all, girlfriend, let me tell you something. I could probably afford, on some good months, depends on the budget, a $450 handbag. I probably could afford it more than these young ladies. But, when I start thinking about my responsibilities, I think to myself, oh no, honey child, we got mortgages to pay. We have CUC bills that are due. We got business obligations, so $450 handbag, that's a real treat. So I'm going to treat myself once every 5 years. And then at some point, I'm just like over it. Like, yeah, it's great to have these luxurious things and whatever. But I'm also at the stage where I'm just like, listen, $450 could be an experience, not an item, But whatever. If you love a nice handbag, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, as long as you're paying for it yourself and you're not stealing from other people. That's the part that is egregious here. Okay. So Ghetto Fabulous number 1 and Ghetto Fabulous number 2. Let's show them. They want to be famous. We're going to make you famous, ladies. Going back to Nikki, shout out to Nikki. Back in 2008, not long after CMR got started, we assisted her in finding, did you guys see this? A young man from the medical school who had stolen from her store. He stole a couple polo shirts. And Nikki doesn't discriminate. Nikki doesn't care what you look like or who you are or what your motives are. If you come into her stores, and like I said, she's got several. She's got NKY, Souls, the polo store. And I feel like there's one more in Cayman Bay, but there's at least 3. There's another one next to the NKY store. Is it called the polo store? There's NKY, Polo, Souls. There's at least 3 or 4 in that location. Yes, child, they are dumb and dumber and dumbest thieves. So anyway, back in 2018, we helped her catch the first thief because she said that was the first time it happened to her. He happened to have been a medical student. My God, seriously. Really, 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 really. I mean, these young ladies, their expectations might not be very high of them, but someone who's trying to be a doctor, doctors supposed to be good people. You just don't do that. Anyway, he stole, he got caught because the cameras be catching everything. Sherry Ann says, my daughter's 29 years old and I can show you. I have clothes, shoes, bags that's older than her. And I will wear it, and I wear it till it no more. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about buying a lot of quality items too is they do last. So if you buy a little $10 handbag, that's gonna last you like a weekend. Anywho, she says, Valda says, I love handbags too much. It would take Bill Gates' wallet to keep up with my handbag fetish. Gonna stick to the ones under 25. Yes, I feel you because I've had a few and then I'm like, you like whatever's in style or whatever at the moment. And now I hardly even carry a handbag. Most of the time I can't be bothered. I'm like, just give me a wallet, give me a debit card because I don't walk with cash. Anyway, these Ghetto Fabulous girls tried it. They're not the first. Last year, October, we also had a trio, one male and two females, who decided to do the exact same thing. Go in there and steal from Nikki, and her cameras caught them, and she sent us the video footage, and literally within half an hour, we knew exactly who they were. But he's like, Sandy, that's who it is. Sandy, that's who it is. I'm like, Lord, these people are so ridiculous. You're going to get caught, first of all. The cameras are there. This is why we're going to call you dumb, because you're really stupid. The cameras are there. They're catching everything. And then on top of that, CMR is here. Hello. We put anybody in Cayman on CMR and we will identify you. Remember this cell phone thief who picked up the cell phone off the counter at that store on somewhere in Shedden Road? She works at the fish shop in East End, and we tracked her down. Now the employers be like, well, I don't know. She says this and that. And I said, she's a liar because she had days to return the phone and she didn't do it. It's one thing, and I'm not going to say you might not accidentally pick up somebody's phone. These things might happen, yes. Phones look a lot alike, so you might accidentally pick up somebody's phone, put it in your bag. But her actions on the camera were a little bit different because that isn't exactly what she did. She was checking the phone out. And then the way that she put it in her bag, a thief when you see one. Right? All of a sudden, they start looking around like, oh, okay, nobody's looking. Let me slide it in. Body language speaks volumes that you are a liar and you're a thief. So these employers who want to keep them around makes me just shake my head. Because listen, if they can steal from a stranger and steal from somebody they don't know, one day they can steal from you, employer. So mark it down in your calendar that Sandy told you on May the 18th of 2021, one day they're going to steal from you too. Because a thief, they can't help themselves, I think. So, the ones that are from October, they're still going through court. I think they've actually pleaded not guilty, believe it or not. And they will have their day in court. How do you plead not guilty when the CCTV footage is there? Oh, Adele says it doesn't matter if the bag, shoes, or items is real. Seeing certain people then will be misconstrued as knockoffs. Classes required for wearing brands. Oops, I said it. Odell, you need to stop it. Seriously? That is so rude. You are so shady, F. All right. Shade, bring the shade, Odell. So Odell says, listen, they're so ghetto. Just let me break it down for you in case you missed the shade. Odell is saying that they're so ghetto that when you see them, you're going to think it's a fake anyway. So why go steal the real thing? Just go buy the fake for $25. Odell has a point. The only person that's going to know it's real is them. Because nobody else is going to believe that a beautician is going to spend, not just any beautician, these Ghetto FAB beauticians, and we're going to look at them here in a second, is going to spend $450 on a bag. Now, you know what else gets me? This is just me. But do you all see how they show up to steal. Even the ones back in October, they show up looking ghetto. Like they show up in flip-flops and they don't even try and look good. I'm like, listen, if I were a thief, which I'm not, big shout out to the 82 people on YouTube right now, 366 on Facebook. And guess what? We got another, how many, 20 or so on the page. Oh, we just got some good news. Just the day now, listen, somebody's listening to this program that works up in government building. Because you know, I just said that I'm going to do a story about how some people in the government admin building can't access CMR on Facebook or YouTube. Like the video is blocked. Nobody else was blocked, so they could get all the other talk shows, including Radio Cayman and the other one over there with the 6 people. But we were blocked last week. And so someone just said, we're no longer blocked. Isn't that amazing? Wonderful. The power of the Mall Road, I'm telling you. Anyway, so these Ghetto Fabulous people show up looking like, they look like they're about to steal. I mean, I'm just saying, if I were going to be stealing from the Polo store, child, I would put on my Sunday finest. I would comb my hair properly. I mean, I would look good so that nobody suspects that I'm about to steal, because you go in there looking fabulous, like really fabulous, not ghetto fabulous. And you might not catch the attention of the salespeople all that much. But child, let me show you what they show up looking like. Let's watch the video. Look at this. Ghetto. Flip-flops. Check out those shoes. Wait now. Back it up. Back it up. Look at that. I don't even know what kind of shoes those are. Sweats, like she must have just come from working out. T-shirt. Hair looks like a hot mess. Maybe they're trying to be a little bit in disguise. Morning, Larry and Barbara. Sherry Ann says she's got a $5 bag and it's still clicking from Miami for 4 years now. And it still looks good. Yes. Good morning, Juliet. Good morning, Barbara. Another Barbara. Melinda says they have no class. Well, let's check it out. No class is right. What a mess. Looking the most. You can see her looking around. You can tell she's not really interested in what is being shown to her. Yeah, like if you were interested, wouldn't you be at least trying to pretend like you're looking at the product? She looking, scoping out like, okay, where are people? Where can I see what's going on here? Camera looking right at her. Now she knows she can't wear that. That's too small. Don't even try it. Here comes the next one. So that's Ghetto Fabulous 1 and Ghetto Fabulous 2. Now I'm going to talk about how these girls want to talk about it's not them with such unique body shapes. They got to be joking. No, sir. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Loretta. Oh, and they come in with the cheap ghetto-fied handbags and then want to steal a $450 bag. They must be crazy. They must be crazy. This is when they walk in the store. Look at them. Yeah, they're unique. Let's just put it that way. No, sir. Charlene said, don't give him any tips on how to dress classy. Yes, honey child. Check out the outfits. Now, this was when they were arrested. So Nikki put it up on her Facebook page first. And then I was busy, y'all. I was out working. And she messaged me and I said, okay, Nikki, I'll when I get back to the computer, I'll put it up. And it sure didn't take them long. By that afternoon, thanks to some real shady people in this community, the police knew exactly who they were in record time, and look at their arrests. So first of all, let me back up. Shady, we're going to get shady. Yes, Roderick, they are unique. Mm-mm-mm. Melinda says they can't even go to Uptown Kingston to go and shop. That's probably because somebody would shoot them. Make them try that in Kingston. They're either going to get shot or a good assing. Did y'all see the one guy who stole from somebody and they were beating him with a machete and some sticks? And they kept saying, don't cut him, just beat him. Did y'all see that video last week? Because trust me, he was getting some serious licks. I was like, ooh, he crying like a little girl. I was like, that's what you get. That'll teach you. So they're so fabulous that they had actually planned a fish fry. Now, this incident happened on Friday. Okay. Clearly, they had no intentions of getting caught. So she decides she's going to go out, one of them, BB or whatever her name is. And she decides that she is going to host a fish fry that same weekend. Now, I got a lot of questions. So in the original flyer, there's another girl next to her in braids, but she has to be taken out of the photo because she's like, listen, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not in this ghetto mess with these girls. So please, can you take my photo out of it? Because people are calling me saying, what are you doing in the photo? So she had this top tier cookout bottles and plate edition. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, y'all. But anyway, fish fry, lobster. Yes, sir. They gone high class, put me. Curry goat, cow skin. Cow skin? That's a thing? People eat cow skin? You mean you could actually get a plate of cow skin? Yuck. Shrimp. Seafood boil. Festival. Bammy. You needed festival and bammy. You greedy man. Rice and beans. White rice. Potato salad. Green plantain. Green plantain? Where you get green plantain from? Come on now, y'all Jamaicans. You're like us Caymanians. You love a ripe plantain. What are you doing green plantain? I don't know nothing but no green plantain. That's a Spanish thing. And raw veg. Anywho, it was at the Spirits parking lot. And yes, they were unique body shape indeed. Della says they need to get deported. Let me speak about this concept of deportation here for a second. Can y'all please help me? How is it possible that you can be here on a work permit as a beautician or a clerk at the grocery store and throwing these promotion style events? That certainly is the very definition of working outside of the terms of your work permit. Works, are you awake this morning? So the police need to charge you with a couple things, not just stupid stealing. But you are also breaching the immigration law. All right, y'all want to talk about unique body styles. Let's break it down. Giovanni, how many people you think looking like this? A girlfriend went and had a little plastic surgery to help that unique body look a little bit more unique. Giovanni, welcome back. Good morning, Andrea. Diaz. Yes. Diaz says that section where she picked up that bag from, I don't even look at because those bags are $300 and up. Them brighty, them very bright. Yes, them no camera there. Them just bright. I don't know what they were thinking. Stupidity. So anyway, child, this is her looking as good as she can look. Hi, people love to wear all white. All white is a thing. So she got on her all white and the bosoms them. I don't know what to say, but the bosoms them hanging out. Yes, child. Speaking of cow skin. Anywho, the bosoms on point. Not really, but you know. Loretta says she'd love her some green plantain. Really? I mean, yeah, certain dishes, but give me my right plantain any day. Yeah, so she got the bustier, trying to help them poor bosoms they can. Listen, as a big busted woman, can I just tell you, There's certain things that can't hold them down. Cannot. That bustier right there is under a lot of strain right now. That thing is like, girl, why are you wearing me? Seriously. Denny says works need to be shut down. Well, something needs to happen because somebody over there not working. Because these promotional things happen all the time. So, BB, let's get their proper names now. We got BB, because you know they always have ghetto fabulous names. So we have Sweet BB Bennett, which is Camille Douglas, and Megan Frazier, which is Megs the Goddess. Wow, she's a goddess in her own mind. Yes, my dear child. So they had this fish fry event Saturday evening. And guess who was there with the handcuffs ready? The police. They were like, oh, come here, little BB. Meg's the goddess. She's a nail technician. She says that she's ambitious. And she claims that, bitch, I'm a boss. Well, I hope you're going to be a boss up in Fairbanks, child. You can do some nails up in there and teach those girls some new tips on how to put the nails in the right place. Rodcliffe said cow skin can cook nice soup, man. Really? I'm going to take your word for it. I've never had cow skin in my life. And it just doesn't sound all that great. But yeah, a lot of things you can hide in soup, you know. Soup and stews, you never know what's in it. Dana says that she's being killed all the way in Michigan. She says, you're killing me. Charlene, that's why I said immigration board needs to be revamped like the CPA. Why? Yes, child, they all need to come off. But then again, the issue here is, you know, they apply for a work permit. Legit, they might get it. And they might be working for someone. Now, I hear they'd be working all over the place illegally. So immigration better be paying attention this morning. But when you're moonlighting as a promoter and you're here in a work permit, that should not be allowed. Like, this is so flagrant in your face because they advertise it. All Works has to do is just pay attention. She says she's into lace frontal units, etc. God above them all. Visit my business site. What business site? You got a business now and a work permit? Ambitious. You're ambitious. All right, you know. But you're putting the ambition in the wrong area, my girl. Hello. Sweet baby Bennett. Here. I don't get blown away by all the noise around me. I stay focused and stand in my truth. Hashtag self-love. Queening. Nah, sir, mommy, daddy, 100. Maureen Washbelly. Well, whoever Maureen is, Maureen need to give you one slap here today. You hear me? Maureen. Mama Maureen, where you there? Slap your daughter. Slap your picnic from here to next week because she not got no manners. Yes. Maureen Washbelly. She come to Cayman and she brighty. She too feisty. Stealing from people. She's an insult to all of the good, hard-working Jamaicans. And trust me, there's a lot of them here. Thank you, Faye. Yes, giving Jamaicans a bad name. Anne is on team Green Planted. Marshall says she must be getting that expensive bag to go with the expensive body. No, man, that look like one of them cheap Dominican jobs still. I'm just saying. Anywho, immigration, get on it, please. Works, whatever name you're going by these days. So let's continue watching the video. This now is where they get arrested at the fish fry. Yes, police on the job. They sent 4 or 5 of them to pick up the ladies. The only thing is, honestly, at this point, she should have been in handcuffs. What's she walking out swinging arms for? Put her in handcuffs so that could have been recorded. They so bright. They want fame, so we gonna make them famous. So they dress like that with a. I don't know if she had the handbag or not, child, at the fish fry. Melinda says, "Don't drink that soup. You end up with another Gigi." Oh Lord. Denny says, "Cow skin sounds like leather to me." Yeah, I not gonna be, and I feel in the cow skin. Linda, good morning. Quincy, I hope you're well. What's going on with certain people living above their means? That's the question here this morning. Good morning, Sandy. For me, I do manual labor, sell at my garage sales, and I beg or solicit and busk. What is busk? Which is to sing for tips. Oh, okay. I confess I must learn to live within my means. I'm no international Grammy or Oscar winner. You know, you just don't steal from people. And some of these thieves are so, oh my God. There's one thievery story. I'm still waiting on that lady to send me the information that she had her Filipino helper stealing right up in her house, stealing the baby toys and stuff. I was like, who does that? Oh, y'all need to stop stealing. That's the bottom line. Roderick, having a good laugh. Good morning, Doss. Maria says, I'm killing her with the jokes. Mary Star says, you turn a yard. Yes, turn a yard. As what's the former Minister of Health name? Dwayne Seymour would say, Tana yad. Sweetie, you sweetie? Yeah, sweetie, sweet, you know. Candy, good morning. Yes, sweetie. Them all over the place with the scandalous behavior. They might be kleptos. I don't know, but that klepto gonna get klept here today. Good morning, Miss Sue. It's the people getting the permits. Oh, yes. And you know what, Sanya? Let's put the responsibility where it lies. You so-called employers hiring people and have no jobs for them, or not enough work for them to sustain themselves, is also a problem. And you know who you are because you hire someone to have no work. What do you think they're going to be doing? They're going to be selling front. I said it. From hardworking people and businesses, or working and moonlighting, doing other jobs when they're not supposed to. Andrea says we're rumping rough this morning. Rough riding. Hello, Elaine's Closet. How are you? Good morning, Allison. She says it's too early in the morning for this. I told y'all to get your tea ready. And don't be spilling it now. Don't be spitting it all over the place. Dana says, I can't wait to meet her sister beneath the sheets. Woo! Y'all shady. All right, let's continue. Look at the fabulousness. Tom Ford. I don't know if she stole this one or if this is a knockoff or what's going on. But there's the Tom Ford outfits. Them love name brandy. Seriously. Love name brand. No, sir. Anyhow, there's the Tom Ford outfit. She's all over the place with that one. And listen, them love to go party. How do you afford it? Because you know, living a ghetto fabulous lifestyle, although it's ghetto, it still costs money. Because every weekend they must jump up, look here, buy outfit. And they can't wear the outfit more than once, you know. I hope you know. Once this outfit style off, that's it. Can't be seen again. Because if somebody take a picture of that outfit more than once and it's on social media, it's like, heaven forbid. So this is a little bit of a problem. No, sir. Poor thing. Anyway. Let me see here now, Wagwan. All right. Natasha cow skin added to beef soup makes a creamy, delicious soup. I will have to take your word for it. Sweetie says you want to see the picture with her. No. Y'all need to behave. All right. Me only throwing a little bit of shade. Y'all gone. You're taking shade to the next level, sweetie. Try and behave yourself. All right, let's look at the post-surgical body. What? Go on, Migs. We can't leave Migs the goddess out of the thing, because Migs, hi, fix up the self. Yes, my dear child. First Lady, Jan says, don't hang your basket where you can't reach it, period. Exactly. Quincy says, don't steal. The government hates competition. Banks and insurance companies not licensed to steal. Not quite the same way, my dear child. You can do business with them or not. Charmaine, good morning. Brandon says we must take it easy. YouTube, got 94 people. Push up YouTube to 100, folks. Partner, one left the other day with all the money. They in a partner. Oh, so that must be the video about the stealing of the tips or something. There was one video circulating about how them steal people tip. Yes, Darlene wants to know how can they sell food, have big time entertainment shows on work permit. This is the same question I'm asking here this morning, my dear child. We want to know too. Yep, going on and immigration just sitting there like works. They've fallen asleep on the job. They have no idea what's going on. No, sir. So here's Megs, the goddess, styling off, showing you this, what do they call it? She's snatched. Yes, my dear. The tomato and the lipo got it all snatched. This is the look now, folks. The waist snatched in the bunk is big. That's what the men them like. So, ladies, you've been caught. We shouldn't call it candid camera. We need to call it thieving camera. And then after they were caught, did you guys see the comments that they were posting afterwards? About how them living big time and me not steal from nobody. And they actually went on a boat cruise yesterday. So most of us would be so shamed. Here's Deborah. She had to weigh in on this. Anyone knows so-and-so? Megan, please tell them the woman clothes that they trust and know for pay. The woman want her money, almost $1,000 CIF clothes. The woman need her money. Thanks, or else she's going to take action. First warning. So this was after Nikki put up the video. They won't answer their phones or reply to messages. So that's why it's on Facebook. How you can be such a thief and then have the audacity to lie on top of it. Well, you know what they say. Thieving and lying go hand in hand. I hear one work grocery store cashier at Cayman. I think we should all go there today and style her. Go purchase some high class peanut butter. Be like, my girl, me here to get the most expensive peanut butter. Can you help? Anyway, they are fabulous. I mean, what a thing. I'm trying to find the other video. Where's the other video of them? Hold on here now. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find the other video of them at the fish fry. So they went to fish fry on Sunday. No, they went to the boat cruise on Sunday. So I tell you, the people them not have no scruples, you know. Them nah business. Them nah business, none at all. Hold on. Let me show you the boat cruise. No shame, no shame, no shame. Wow. How Miss Maureen Washbelly come out so rude and feisty? Me want to know, Miss Maureen, you never take belt to the child or what? Because you know Caribbean people believe they can beat good into you. Clearly it never work. Hunter, Andrea says, hey Sandy, leave the patois alone, man. Bought a cat voice. What? Bought a? What? A bought? Is that how me see it? Miss Lillis got her hot tea in her mug, her CMR mug, no less. You go, girl. They should know that there's a camera there. That's why I can't understand their actions, really. Charlene, she going deep with the analysis this morning. She's saying, check out the eyelashes and expensive costume jewelry. And still, them want still be styling with Coach bag. This is the part that I don't get. 9 to 5 job. This is moonlighting after hours. All right, look at this one now. Look at this one. Let me show you this one because you're not going to believe it if I don't show you. Me know already. Check this video out. Here you know. Boat cruise time. So imagine the audacity. Good morning, Alba. Hello, Dana. She said I just threw up a little bit. Dana, y'all shady. Y'all talking about I'm shady? I'm only a little bit shady. Y'all are a lot shady. Louis is saying, don't forget to share the show. We gone over 500 people now. Aliano says it's typical how poor people stay always in a mess for $450 cheap labor created bag. Come on now. The materialism is a real problem. Not only, I mean, that's one aspect of it, but honestly, they sold more than just the handbag. They were stealing polos and other items. I think up to like 5-6 items. $1,000. So Jonathan says fake from head to toe. Fake wig, fake eyelash. I can't say that next one. I'm being told that some elderly people really do enjoy watching the show. So, you know, we can't be causing nobody to have a heart attack by mentioning such things. So y'all need to behave yourselves. Okay? Read Jonathan's comment and you'll see what else. Fake toe, fake nails, everything fake, but you're going to have a real Coach bag. Something wrong with that picture. First lady says she's going to stay in her lane. Yes. Oh, Andrea says don't bother touching the cash pot, you know. Yes, cash pot is a way of life for most locals. Charlene, say me sound good with the patois. Yes, sir. Nikki? Which Nikki? Which Nikki in the house? Need to get some better cameras because those way different people from under camera. Don't worry, they're not that different. Odell, over 50 people identified them. You take that. So you might think they look different, but trust me, they look different because they wasn't wearing all the fake hair and everything then. They walk in looking, like I said, real ghetto to try and steal that handbag. But people know what they look like without makeup, you know. I hope you know. Just because you're looking extra ghetto that day, you got no makeup and looking rough, don't mean that people don't know what you look like. Because trust me, miss say you can, what I say, you can dress up the pig, but it's still gonna wallow in the pig's pen. Check out this.
So you work for what you want right now. Don't stop that coming in. You work for what you want. Don't you? Exercise every day. Please.
So that was her in the green shirt. Did y'all miss her? Let me show you one more time because I think y'all missed that one. Hold on now. Check out, is this one BB, Sweetie, or Megan? I think this one is sweet BB Bennett, Camille Douglas. She wouldn't even smile for the camera. You're bold enough to go on a bruise. First of all, you steal on Friday. You have fish fry on Saturday evening. And then you turn around on Sunday and you go on a boat cruise. My girl, you're not going to shame, Honestly, you have no shame. So all I'm saying is you might as well just come out full blazing. If you have no shame, don't be trying to hide on the boat cruise. Turn on the camera and smile from the live broadcast. Yes. Own it, girl.
You work for where you are right now. Bust up the come in. You work for where you are. Don't you? Exercise every day. Please. Yeah, some people are working hard though. I know you work for your one day. Rise up here now again. Exercise every day. I'm saying my day. My kids are hungry and I ain't got.
What a heat. All I can tell you is she still got money to buy drinks. Mess with her. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but she got money to buy drinks. Big shout out to Miracle Brokers. You can ship your cars, move your pianos, move your home, anything relating to packing, shipping, moving, logistics. Miracle Brokers got you covered. And guess what? You don't have to steal to afford their prices because they offer you a good deal all the time. Give Miracle Brokers a call today.
Miracle Brokers International is Cayman's premier source for all your packing, moving, and logistics needs. Whether it's moving a baby grand piano for a concert or moving halfway around the world, we have you covered with our team of local and international experts. MBI has over 30 years of industry experience and are able to get the job done for you right the first time. Contact us today for all your packing, moving, shipping, and logistics needs at 949-5989 or email info@miraclebrokers.com.
Thank you so much to Miracle Brokers. So Olive says that she's been here for 18 years on island, and she's only had one encounter with the RCIPS, and that was when she got a ticket, and that made her cry for an entire month. First Lady says, imagine you working $300 a week and living a $2,000 a week lifestyle. Damn thief. Yes, my dear child, thief them thief. If it rough and regular, Missy. Dana got to run, no problem. You can finish watching the rest of the show later on. BB. Poor BB. Natasha, you are something else. I'm not even going to laugh at this one because y'all just not easy. How many on board can swim? She says the DJ should ask. Someone else just sent me that and said the joke is 3/4 of them can't swim and love be flossing on boat cruise. Well, listen, as long as they have enough floaties, plus with them boobs, she can probably float naturally anyway. I'm just saying that's like a built-in flotation device. So yes, they can find money to go on these boat cruises, buying all this alcohol, trying to keep up with the ghetto fabulous Joneses, living the best life possible. Look at this one. This was her on Saturday, living her best life. No concern in the world. But it's not the same shirt she had on Sunday. Is that Saturday or Sunday? Anyway, she went on to post something about how she not steal nothing. Now, the denials is what I want to talk about now. Because honestly, sometimes you just need to keep your mouth shut. It is better to say nothing at all than to make yourself look stupid. Honestly. Let me try and find, hold on now, I need to find this one. I'm trying to find her comment about how she not business with us. You need to be business of what's going to happen in Northwood, Fairbanks. Yes, honey child, you're not business with us. We not business with you because it ain't us that's stealing. Them bright, you know. Me really feel send them bright for true. No, sir. The audacity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Them just not ready. They talking about they're not stealing and we up in their business. Well, we only up in your business because you end up on the mall road for stealing from people. Don't steal. It's so easy. Let me see here now. I'm just going through my WhatsApp messages. You know what kills me the most? Is oh yes, that was the one about all the noise around her and she's staying focused. Your mama need to beat you, child. Even as an adult, you need to do better. So yes, they're putting out one big stink here about how me never did it. It's not me. Mistaken identity. Well, let's break it down, shall we? Let's look upon the Facebook. So I think it was BB that decided that she was going to make some commentary on this. Big shout out to Pinkwall, by the way. Pinkwall, they keep track of everything that's going on. They gave us a shout out. They said, look at the thieves. Go check out CMR for the full story. I think this was the original story that she found on Facebook and decided to comment. Now, you know, if I were their lawyers, I would tell them it's best to stay off of social media and keep your mouth shut and don't type anything. Because little do they know, once you start saying things on social media, you know, there are people who will grab that and save it. So it's probably in your best interest to have very little to say. I'm just trying to see which story it was now that she commented on. Oh, there were so many. Here she is. Sweet baby Bennett. She said she studied at Harvard. I don't know where Harvard is, but one thing I know is Harvard is definitely not Harvard because you could never be so bright. Let's have a look at BB's comments. Here she is. Marsha said, no shame. So BB jumps up and says, what my post got to do with y'all? So me can't post again, in her best voice. Did you see me a thief something, Sandra? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Did you see me? I can hear it now, you know. I stay focused and stand in my truth. That hurt you? View all my pictures. You see me in brand? You see me in a nothing from that store? Owner, rest me man. Owner? Well, we're going to tell you a little bit about owner. Of course, people had to respond. Vicky says it's all on CCTV. Stacey Ann says, well, if you know you've been framed, I guess that's what she's claiming now, you can sue them, my love. You all over it. It not look pretty. You gone global. Sue who? I want to know who she gonna sue. Even Tosh had to say CCTV caught you stealing. Go to the police station and get bail. Lord have mercy. No, sir. She got people cracking up. And then she come back again. And me on a hot for? Yes, baby. We're hot for you. We definitely hot for you. Yes. Give me a break, because none of Anna can get me down. None of Anna can judge me, because none of Anna see me a thief. So what is BB trying to tell us? That what we saw wasn't her. So we not see her thieving. And somebody put the little shaggy meme, says Stephanie says she's pulling a shaggy. It wasn't me. BB, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? I'm just saying. It would be hard to say that that's somebody else. We're all unique in different ways, yes? And some of us have a more unique shape than others, BB. And BB, trust me, your shape unique. Me not tell no lie on you, you know. So I'm not trying to style you. Me not in your business. And let me ask you another logical question. Why on earth, Natasha, that's a good question. She got bailed real quick. Why on earth would I or anybody, including Nicola and the 50 plus people that called her that identified you, why would any of those people be trying to frame you? I'm just asking the question. This is a very logical question. Y'all got to help me out here now. Pick sense or nonsense. BB, who are you? Who are you that anybody would want to frame? You act like you're some kind of celebrity, superstar. This sounds like OJ. The glove not fitting. OJ say he got framed because he's a celebrity. Bill Cosby got framed because he's a celebrity. That's the argument they're going to use. They're guilty of sin, but you know. At least they were celebrity. Who in their right mind, sweet BB, would be looking to frame you? The question is, who are you to be framed? You're not frameable, okay? So you're not bright none at all. Anyway, up to yesterday morning, she was still promoting stuff. Summer's Temptation. Listen, the promo business is really big in Cayman. They be all over it like I don't know what. Trying to live that lifestyle. Anyway, ladies, we wish you the best of luck. When you go to court, CMR will be there to cover it. As usual, like this morning. We're going to court this morning because, you know, Cayman's biggest ghetto fabulous superstars in court. Eve High Voltage herself is on court for robbery and trial. The trial starts today, jury selection this morning. So we will be there to cover it. And we will do a professional job covering it. Actually, a woman called me last week and she says she wants to come on the show to talk about this particular lady. And I said, listen to me. Listen here, girlfriend. You cannot come on the show right now because you know what's going to happen? She's going to say this is bad press, making her look bad. And because she's chosen a jury trial, that she's going to want this trial thrown out. I'm like, oh, no. We're not going to give her or her lawyer any reason to be looking in our direction. Don't even come with it. All right. So we will gladly wait until the trial is over. Then the lady can come on and tell her story. Now, let me tell y'all something about when you come on CMR with your stories. Now, y'all should know this by now, but when you come on here, it goes viral, yes? And what you say cannot be unsaid and it cannot be undone. So make sure you know. When you want to come and air dirty laundry, you have to be very careful. Because it's going to go viral all over the world. Joshua said promotion will go on. Bleach night creatures in nighttime. So someone sent me a video yesterday. So other weekend events, you guys are going to get a little exclusive treat here now. Hold on. Let me try and find the video. Oh, yes, me got it. Did you all know what popped off over the weekend? I tell you what, I think sometimes people be hiding this stuff, Seriously, because half the stuff somebody said, I'm surprised that you haven't posted this yet. And they sent me the video and I'm like, that's because I don't have it yet. Well, go on. So here, good morning, Eddie. Rose says, wonder if they're catching the white people stealing Cayman Bay. Well, I can tell you what. Like I said, the first person that Nikki came to us about back in 2008 was I think he was, I don't know if he was, hold on. Anyway, him look white. You can't always go by that. But he definitely wasn't a Caribbean person. I can't remember where he was from. I do know he was a medical student. He may have been, it turned out he may have been Middle Eastern, but she would not have known that looking at him. I'm just trying to see if I can find his picture because we posted his picture too. And yes, he went viral back in the day. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, I'd have to go way back in the archives, child. But yes, that thief got caught. So I don't think she cares if you're white, black, or orange. If you're stealing, you're going to have to deal with the situation. So this was back in 2018. Yes, 2018, a medical student tried his luck. Shoplifter sought after stealing from Polo store January 16th of 2018. And we helped to find him too. And I'm pretty sure he actually got kicked out of his medical program. Those are consequences for when you're stealing from people. Gabby, good morning. So here's an update on that situation. So 3 of the 5 items stolen have been recovered. How you not steal it? The police are actively working the case. Someone's in a mall road running out of truck on the road. And they will do an identification. Oh, is this an actual mall road truck? Like, somebody just sent me this truck actually running out of Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. All right, so let me show you another video. Cecile, put on your granny. Depends. Marjorie says, so wanting to listen to you, but it keeps cutting off. Marjorie, get yourself some decent internet. Girl, who do you have internet with? Maybe try the YouTube feed, because you know we're on YouTube as well. We got 97 people on YouTube right now. Yes, First Lady. Color don't matter. Once you're teeth, you're teeth. Helen says it doesn't matter. Should know if they're white, black, color doesn't mean much to me, but character does. No one made a big deal when I was robbed of everything. My husband had to get me my wedding band and his and everything else in broad daylight. When was this, Helen? Thank you, Quincy. Says that his show was started a year before, but there's no comparison. CMR is miles ahead of BCG. I don't say this begrudgingly. Congratulations, we get what we put in. Well, that's for sure, Quincy. You're short. You're not short on moral. Must be the truth. Elizabeth, thank you. She says she missed me at the West Bay Appreciation Evening. It was a good event together. Yes, lots of food. You know what, Elizabeth? Nobody told me about it. I didn't know. So all I can tell you is if I don't know something, I don't know something. And then somebody later mentioned it on Sunday and then yesterday, and I was like, but I was passing, funny enough, as life would have it, I was actually working in the area and I passed by it. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of people here. What's going on? And then I heard that there was something going on, but y'all never told me what it was. So, yes, I did not know. And so if I don't know, I don't know. But it sounds like it was a good event. I would have loved to have been there. Yes. Y'all know I love my community events. I did hear that it was a little bit of a last minute thing, but nobody shared the invite with me. Paula, good morning. Says, I know the owner very well. I'm pretty sure she's not judging her thieves by the color of their skin. Thanks for clearing that up, Sandy. Shame you had to. Yes, my dear. Larry says CMR is number one. Good morning, Mark. Well, I don't want to say that they recovered it from her, but they have been recovered. And so now the police have to go about putting a trace on how the items got where they got. You know, sometimes thieves don't hold on to things. They're going to give it to somebody else to hold for them or stash it somewhere else. Quincy, shout out to Nurse Angela James. Had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Miss Angela. Nurse Angela. So let me show you guys something else that happened this weekend. That, what is this video? Hold on.
Yeah, he had to come across because he was on that side going up.
Oh, Lord.
Bro, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, this man just blew across me on South Sound, going up Bordentown way and fly over the medium and wreck into this pit. I just said this man can crash enough when he blew across me because he had S up in the road. And I said this man can fucking crash. Not even 1 minute later, I come up upon the accident.
Y'all can't slow down. I keep telling you, stop your speeding, stop your drinking and driving, and stop your stupidness on the roadways. Did you guys see how smashed up that car was last night? Let's look at it again.
Yeah, he had to come across because he was on that side going up. Bro, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, this man just blew across me on South Sound, going up Bordentown way and fly over the medium and wreck into this pit. I just said this man can crash, you know, when he blow across me, cause he had S up in the road, and I said this man can fucking crash. Not even 1 minute later, I come up upon the accident.
Wow. What was it that he hit? He hit another car? Jeez, peace. No, sir. Y'all can't hear, you know. Anne says, Sandra, you and CMR should be an all invite list. That's how we, the public, get to see and know and can support. Yes, I agree. I think everybody has gotten that memo except for the progressives. Poor them. They're having a woe is me press conference, crying their little eyes out. Alden with his bling bling ring, crying. Wah, wah. I'm going to do a proper analysis of that because I'm not done with that press conference yet. He said so much in there that I was just like, mind blown. But anyway, yes, child, they're the only ones that don't want to be inviting people like they're hurting anybody's feelings. Not really progressives. Y'all the one with the hurt feelings. But anywho, did y'all see this other video? Let me show you. So that was a car accident yesterday. There was a structural fire yesterday as well. A container caught fire. I don't know how that happened. Sometimes the bizarre things that happen in Cayman, I'm just like, Cayman is like not a real place at times. You know, it's crazy. Now, here's what else is popping off over the weekend. Apparently, in the Strand again, Lily's, people going to Lily's and having one too many drinks and then acting the fool and giving us something to talk about on CMR. Well, thank you for the content. But I wish y'all would just learn how to behave yourself. So apparently there was an incident at the Strand, and there was also, so this would have been, yes, it was Monday. This would have been Sunday night. 5 people, more or less, got arrested. We still waiting on the police to confirm because, you know, we get to sus Pandamal Road first. So once the police confirm, oftentimes they don't say nothing until I send them a question. Then they're like, oh, yes, let's put up a press release. They don't really work weekends. Like the press department doesn't work weekends unless it's an emergency. And they don't consider much an emergency. So a lot of different fights. This is what we got. One guy got his front teeth knocked out. They were all over. There was also a situation at Everglow Bar in Georgetown. A guy got kicked in his face. So 2 different fights at 2 different locations. Around 3 o'clock in the morning, this went down. You know, I'm really starting to believe this. And I'm going to stick by this. Nothing good happens after midnight. I think it's Wendy Williams that always says this. Nothing good happens after midnight. And y'all better believe it. Get your behinds home early. Have a few little drinks at home and just relax yourself. Mark says, yep, he was knocked out. Lord, here you know. Anyway, this is the video footage that we obtained from the one at the Strand. Refresh your tea, folks. Top it up because you need to sit down for this one.
They stand him up and then pelt him back down. What the fuck? That just happened right when you walk up right here. What the fuck? You don't tell me you don't see this thing. And this thing happened right in front of you. Everybody step back, everybody. I said step back. Yeah, step back. Let's go. Let's go. Step back. Let's go. Let's go. It's a police team. Step back. Step back. Step back.
Watch him now. Real fucking
Get out of the area. Move. Hello. Step that way. Move. Move. You're about to get this. Yeah, move.
I'm about to get taken. I'm about to deal with you. But you don't know what it is. You didn't lost your gun or radio. Remember this? You don't try that. You don't got nothing to love you.
Well, you don't shut up. Well, you don't shut up.
Remember this man checking me up on the car?
Get out of the car.
Fucking night, why you checking me up on the car?
What the fuck you doing there? Come on.
But why you checking me up on the car for? Why you checking me up on the car for, bro? That uniform don't make them get no right to do that like to people. Listen to me. Listen, man. If you want to deal with my fucking lawyer, try me. Try me. You know that difference here with you? And you didn't lock your job already. Try me. No fucking way.
You run him down and catch him?
Yes, we are.
A blue one. And I gave it to her. A blue one.
Yo.
Yeah, I gave it to what her name is. Yeah, I gave it to that girl. She said that was hers. Yeah. She said it was hers.
Yo, he's like, come on, yeah.
Bad time to go for a cigarette break while I'm working.
Go to
What a hot mess. Yes, David, long weekend madness. Honestly, Brandon, turn on your yard. That was the best place for you to be. It just was like one thing after the next, just popping off all over the place. Now that was the Cayman fools out and about, showing their ghetto-fied selves. They were ghetto fabulous too. Y'all just need to behave. Anyway, what a thing. I'm like, I cannot with you all. Like, y'all just need to do better. Woo! No, sir. Sure. What a mess. Ay. Anywho, not to be outdone, the Sharks were also in it yesterday. And Rice says, wow, no one obeying the police orders. You know what made me really uncomfortable with that whole situation? You really understand that the police have a rough time. I mean, you saw all those police officers there, and they look like they were still scared. They look like they didn't know what to do. Did y'all see the video in Jamaica where the police have been mishandling people? So Moya says, like, maybe they're mishandling people. I don't know what all the details are, but I think sometimes the police themselves get scared. Like, they're in a mob situation, and you can see that, like, totally getting out of hand. And people just, like, popping off. Let me show you the one that I got out of Jamaica yesterday. Hold on one second. Because this was another hot mess. People saying the police are abusing them. And I know some police are like cracks. You know, they go crackhead on you. Let me see if I can quickly find this video. So you've got to be very, very careful with police. But at the same time, sometimes they are so afraid themselves. Right? Let me see. I think this is the video here. It's quite lengthy. We're not going to play the whole thing, but I do want to show you guys the first bit. Yeah, that's not it. Where's the police video? Hold on here now. Where is this one? I know I got it yesterday because I was watching it going, whoa. Oh, yes. This one is chaos between police and citizens in Portland, Jamaica. So they're complaining about rogue police officers. And yes, police officers, especially in a lot of Caribbean countries, they really don't know how to treat people. And so they infringe on people's rights all the time. So let's have a look at this one because this is very, very interesting as well. But I do feel for the police because I kind of feel like they're caught between a rock and a hard place. And, you know, they're trying to do their jobs. But as you can see, especially when you're in a mob situation like that, what do they have to protect them? A little taser? I think that was a taser that one officer had in his hand, that yellow looking thing. I believe that was a taser. I'd have to go back and look really closely at the video. But yes, have a look at this fiasco.
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Lugg with the Midday News. A special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. Up first this afternoon, chaos erupted on Folly Road in Portland yesterday following a physical altercation between a group of police officers and a civilian. The incident, which was caught on video, has stirred anger among residents, and they're calling for the Prime Minister's intervention. Sandy Williams reports.
This is a video sent to our news center showing a policewoman attempting to detain a motorist on the Folly Main Road in Portland on Thursday. A second video shows a policeman disconnecting the battery terminals in the engine of a car. Towards the end of the video, a physical altercation ensued between police officers and a man. The man could be seen attacking and assaulting two of the police officers. One of them fell to the ground. A man claiming to have witnessed the incident explains how it all unfolded.
Me there out here, sir, and see the police them pull up, you understand? And me see them attack this young man. I say him assault a police female, you understand? Which part of the police female, see the man attack to him, box him in the face, you understand? Create some bag of scene out yes, and then them a try and pull him and I say the man have to go to the station. Wait. So apparently this is how I end up to.
It's understood that the police were conducting a joint operation with members of the Transport Authority at the time. The incident has ignited anger among residents as they claim the police's actions were not necessary.
I mean, little brother, where the policeman box him up, me not like that kind of do nothing. He no want it, he no drawing a gun. The woman just box him in the face.
So why they came for him?
I know him then come for a transport authority to work on road. And my brother was sister some kind of bridge in park there, so. And then lift him up and box him up.
No way I go on. And to police work. Police work of the serve and protect, you understand? This are like kill and destroy.
Yes.
We tell you the truth, in a Caronius time, like no. Where a bag of things are going, my lad. Police are come and I tell him, I say, he must have police and one bag of something over, one traffic something.
Officer in charge of the parish, Senior Superintendent Dwayne Wellington, said he was unaware of the operation as the team involved were not from Portland. The residents are calling on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to intervene.
Andrew, I wait you all the way about your nephew. Really, do something and severe work going in our 14 parish to the police constabulary force. Cause right now, nothing according to a police fear do. No. People have here whole our police and beat up man for nothing at all. People have here. And then police say, alright, we're not going to see what go on. I be a sitting and go out me around here. Tell me now if poor people will feel safe in a place like this where police are going to alright, we're not going to see what go on around here.
Sandy Williams, TVJ News.
Don't speak for us.
What a hot mess. Wow. Cronius times. Yes, Randon. All I can say is it's a hot mess. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for a lot of police officers. I think for the most part, they're doing the best job that they can. there are some rogue officers that need to be checked and put in place. But did you guys see that police officer, that woman throwing some licks in that guy? Like, she was not playing. I mean, she was all out like it was a street fight. I was like, damn. Cindy Just Reach, where you been, girl? You missed all the Ghetto Fabulous discussion. Okay, so some other weekend events and news. Mr. Sidney Williams, do you guys remember him? We did a whole expose really on him when he was the general manager at the Cayes Foundation. He has passed away. I didn't realize he was so old, actually. He was 71 years old. And he passed away on, I think it was Friday or Saturday. So may he rest in peace. A lot of people in Cayman were not necessarily fond of him. He was fond of his cigar life. So most of his pictures on social media are of him smoking a cigar. He was a big cigar fan, apparently. Yes. Roderick says hangover, yeah. Let me see what else is popping off over the weekend. We had a missing bird. So if you see this bird out and about, please make contact. The bird's gone flying off somewhere. Birds will do that, I suppose. That's what they do, folks. We have a missing puppy in West Bay. So keep an eye out for a little black and white puppy that has gone missing. Venice says, who wants to live in a country where law enforcement is not respected? Sue says 71 is not old. I'm sorry. I was just saying I didn't know he was that old, but you know, yes. I was thinking he was actually a little bit younger than that, because then that begs the question, why was he here getting a contract like in his 60s? But you know, our people, they'll hire anybody regardless of age or anything else. And they're not going to hire Cayman at that age. They're going to tell you you're too old, that you've reached retirement age, but we can import seniors and retired persons. Paula says she was thinking the exact same thing. So we're still waiting on the other parrot, the African gray parrot, to see whose bird that is, because there's a couple people that have come forward that have said that that's potentially their parrot, more than one person. So I think these parrots have tags on them. So hopefully the tag will assist in identifying who the parrot is actually for. This is a little missing puppy. Isn't he cute? Might tweet him. Cece said she was on mommy and wife duty. Mark says to check the CCTV. See if the Cayman Bay thieves might have taken it. No, sir. And we also want to give a shout out, some positivity here, to this young man, Jaden Reed. He's a Caymanian athlete who's attending high school in Jamaica. And he has won 2 medals at the ISA Great Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletic Championships at the National Stadium last week. I think they just call it champs for short. Like, seriously. He's a student of Jamaica College, and they won the boys championship ahead of Kingston College and Calabar High School. So he won a silver in the 200 meter, and he was part of the gold winning team in the 4x100 relay. So congratulations, young man. He was awarded a scholarship to attend Jamaica College following his performance at the Carifta Games held in the Cayman Islands. Well done. He has represented the Mustang Track Club at various meets. Very good. Love it. Fantastic. Now, we also have some other news. Unfortunately, this isn't good news. That some Honduran nationals have gone missing on a boat. Did you guys see this story? This is really quite sad, actually. I'm saddened by this. So what we know is that 2 Honduran men. I understand that they were supposed to be delivering this boat, had gone missing. So they have a, what do we call it? An alert out asking for anyone who might have seen them to please make contact. So Dionisio, I think that's how he pronounced it, Dionisio Sanchez, who's the boat captain, and Christopher Bush, a retired member of the U.S. Navy, were on board the MV Cat's Paw on passage from Key West, Florida to Guanaja, Honduras. The boat, which was being used to tow another boat, left Florida on May the 5th and was scheduled to arrive in Honduras on May the 11th, which was last week, Tuesday. Family and friends reportedly received a message via satellite communicator, the Garmin system, on May the 10th from the boat captain Sanchez to say that the boat had lost an engine. No bueno. They were approximately 135 miles from Guanaja when the message was sent, and no one has heard from them since. Cayman connections and people in Florida, so they do have relatives here in Grand Cayman, and relatives in Florida and Honduras are concerned about the men and appealing to anyone who may have seen them to please, contact the authorities or to just keep an eye out for the vessel. And there's some photos in the story on our website. So we're really praying heavily that this is a good story, a happy ending, and that they are found. We've heard obviously of a lot of miracles at sea. I don't think the weather was particularly bad. So hopefully they can be recovered. But yeah, nobody likes to hear of people going missing out on the open waters. Oh, Mr. Woodrow, yes, congratulations to Miss Reba Dilbert for representing the Cayman Islands in an international competition straight out of West Bay. Absolutely. We're actually going to be arranging an interview, Woodrow, with Miss Reba. So congratulations to her for sure. Well done, well done. She is an amazing costume designer. And, she's just done a fabulous job, and she's been recognized for her efforts. So Miss Reba, in fact, has, she's just so amazing. She has a number of awards. She's won a number of awards over the years. And in some competitions, she's like the only person from the Caribbean even. So yes, well done, Miss Reba. Good job. Miss Cayman participated in the Miss Universe pageant over the weekend. We've got some photos here that we're going to share with you. Congratulations to Miss Jamaica, who placed in the pageant. First of all, I want to say that the uniform for Miss Cayman was probably her costume was probably one of the best that we have seen in a really long time. Legit, it was fabulous. So she looked amazing. It was designed by, hold on here, let me tell you what her name is. It's Renegade's wife. I can't remember her first name now. Something Watler. Let me see if I can find it here. But it kind of has a carnival feel for it, but it's representing the sun, and there's a whole story behind it, and I love the story. In fact, let's play that video. We're going to end the show on a positive note here today before I have to go to court. Before I show that video, let me show you what was happening at the sandbar yesterday. All right, so you guys saw that little shark activity. So here is the, yes, I think her name is Daniela Watler. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to confirm. But in the meantime, here's the backstory of where the design came from. And I think it's a really nice backstory. Danielle Alexis Watler. That's her name. Beautiful, beautiful costume, but have a look at how they decided on a theme for this year. It's gorgeous.
In 2020, a highly contagious virus plagued the globe. The Cayman Islands quickly responded by closing its borders and enforcing a strict lockdown. This included closing its world-famous beaches.
I felt like I was inside a box. I feel mad.
Our island is mostly made up of the water and everybody is basically on the beach. So I felt like claustrophobic and closed.
I think at that point it was made evident just how much the beauty of our islands, especially our beaches, is such a big part of our cultural identity.
Watching a sunset from a beach in Cayman is one of the most magical experiences.
A sunset represents to me a phoenix.
It makes me think about yellow. Yellow makes me think of blue. The sunset represents to me that I'm like free.
It makes me feel warmth.
It makes me feel
grateful for the beauty that is my island.
Happy. Confident and that I can do anything.
When the lockdown restrictions were eased, the sunset was the best symbol of hope and a great reminder that even the worst day will eventually come to an end.
It's basically a place where you could just sit, forget about all your problems, and feel like there's nothing that can harm you.
It feels amazing because it's so pretty with all the colors blended into each other. And
we're all watching the same sunset, and it's like we all have our eyes on one thing.
Most of the time when you have friends or family members there, it's even more great.
But most importantly, sunsets are a reminder that this beauty is shared all over the world. We may all live in different continents, countries, and cities, but we are all connected by one sun beautifully setting amongst many different skylines. As the sun sets on 2020, I hope that 2021 will be the new dawn that we have all been waiting for.
The Cayman Islands are renowned for their beautiful beaches, where visitors and locals alike can submerge into crystal clear waters. The orange on this costume represents the sunset, and the blue wavy fabric represents the sea. We'd love to be lost at sea with Cayman Islands.
That would look fabulous on you, Nick.
What's that?
That would look fabulous on you.
Thank you, I agree.
Absolutely gorgeous. I think that was a beautiful costume this year, and I didn't hear a single negative word about it. Got rave reviews. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. We have some photos here that give it a little bit, you can get a little bit of a closer up in terms of what it looks like. So big shout out. Yes, it was beautiful. I think Danielle Alexis, I'm told she goes by, and not Watler. It's just an absolutely gorgeous costume. So she did a fabulous job. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? Very beautiful. Big shout out to the Miss Cayman Islands Committee. They went to support her there in Hollywood, Florida. Derry Lee Dakers and Kevin Dawkins, part of the team, the Miss Cayman committee team members that were in attendance at the Miss Universe pageant, representing the Cayman Islands with their flags. And we had a couple photos of her in different competitions. So there's the bathing suit, round, beautiful. And this looks like this could be evening gown. Very nice. And then I don't know if this one was more casual. There she is in a beautiful emerald green dress. So congratulations to Miss Cayman. Unfortunately, we're such a small country. I feel like we're never going to place, but our girls or our young ladies are beautiful nonetheless. Very intelligent, smart, bright. Got it going on. Good morning, Lisette. If you're just joining us, we're about to say have a good day, sayonara. But you can always go back and watch the program later on. So please do. Big congratulations to Miss Mexico for winning the Miss Universe title. Everybody's always got their favorites. Miss India was in the runnings there up until the last. Miss Peru, Miss Dominican Republic. So in case you missed our story on this, we were saying how, in fact, there was a lot of coverage for the Caribbean this year in the Miss Universe pageant. So well done to all of the beautiful pageant queens. They're beautiful in their own right. And it comes with some stiff competition. Trust me, a lot of them are very involved in their community. The runner-up was Miss Brazil, Julia Gama, and the second runner-up was Miss Peru, Janique Maceta del Castillo. Also in the top 5 was Kimberly Jimenez Rodriguez from the Dominican Republic and Atleen Castellino from India. That doesn't sound like an Indian name, but anyway. So in the top 10 were Miss Jamaica. So big shout out to Miss Jamaica. She's placed, different Miss Jamaicas have placed in the top 10, I think, over the last couple of years. Is it Michael Simone Williams? Miss Australia was in there. Miss Puerto Rico was also in the top 10. Miss Thailand and Miss Costa Rica. So lots of regional representation. So congratulations to all of the young ladies who did really, really well. So the Jamaican young lady has 24 years old, and she has a degree in marketing. And she's also worked as a model for numerous brands, including Valentino, L'Oreal, and Armani. Well done. Well done. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first show of the week. I wish you all a beautiful day. We've got to get to court because remember now, lots of stuff is happening in court. I actually need to grab a court file and do up a story on another thief. I saw some of the comments. There's some guy who was like, oh, Miss Sandra loves to put down Jamaicans. I'm like, are we still there? Have we not moved past that ridiculous storyline? Because first of all, we know it's not true. We don't really care. And I've said this a million times. I feel like a broken record. I don't care where you're from. Jamaica, Honduras, Cayman, Cayman Brac, Bordentown, my backyard, my sister, my niece. If you're a thief, you're a damn thief. Stop stealing from people is a lesson that you should be getting from this. But of course, they always want to like switch it up. And all of a sudden, you know, the issue is where you're from. No, the issue is that you got sticky fingers. Leave things that do not belong to you. It's so simple. If it's not yours, don't take it. Okay? Ghetto Fabulous Girls, BB, and whatever else your name is. Goddess, Megan the Goddess. If it don't belong to you, leave it where you find it. If you can't afford it, leave it where you find it. Turn back at your yard. Don't steal no handbags. Don't steal no shoes. Don't steal nothing. Don't steal people money. It's not yours. That should be the takeaway that we're all have fresh in our minds. Leave people things alone. There's nothing wrong with wearing clothes that are not name brand. You're not going to be trying to style nobody. Just be honest. You know, the one thing you can't get back once you destroy it is your good name. You mess up your good name. Now look at you. You're all over Pink Wall. You're all over Jamaica news, Cayman news, everywhere. It's not a good look. That should be the only look that y'all are worried about. Folks, thank you very, very much for tuning into the program today. Fabulous show as always. Appreciate your love and support. We got a couple stories that we're working on, but in the interim, I wish you all a beautiful day, and we will see you, God's willing, tomorrow. Be safe.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of The Cold Hard Truth. Make sure to check Facebook for showtimes and more information and the latest news at CaymanMarlRoad.com. Subscribe to our IG and Facebook pages to get the latest happenings.